Would you like better results from your stretching? Watch this video where I give you my top Pilates-inspired tips for more efficient stretching. Hi, my name's Gretchen, founder of Balance to the Core. And what I do is I give Pilates-inspired tips, tidbits, workouts, you name it, whatever you need to help you get your everyday living more functional, efficient, fluid, where you feel amazing. If you like this channel, please subscribe and be sure to check that bell so that you never miss a video. So there's 3 tips that you want to use while stretching. And I'm going to go over these tips while going over 3 different stretching exercises as well so that you really can feel this. Tip number 1 is you always want to keep your belly engaged, as if you were wearing a tight pair of jeans. What does your belly do when you're zipping up a tight pair of jeans? Sort of pulls in and up. So you want to get that feeling all the time, and inward and upward. And that little lift is important because it's going to prevent you from sort of pulling in and compressing your organs. You always want to keep sort of a length in your body. The second principle is your box. So in Pilates, we talk a lot about the box, which is shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip. And so we always want to keep that box lined up and know where it is in space. The third tip or principle is this idea of opposition and stabilization. So while you stretch, there's always muscles pulling one direction and opposing muscles pulling in the opposite direction. So this idea of like energy going in opposition, but then there's a middle point that is being stabilized. So let's dive into these 3 exercises and talk about these 3 principles. The first exercise is a basic hamstring stretch. So really get your spine neutral, pelvis neutral, and if you're not sure what neutral is, I do have a whole beginner mat Pilates series, and you can just click up that little eye on the corner there and learn more about that. All right, so what I want you to do is extend your leg up to the ceiling. Now the key when you stretch is you really want to keep your body in alignment in that neutral, tailbone down. What I see a lot is tailbone lifting as you stretch into a hamstring stretch. You don't want that. You want to stay neutral. Principle 1 are your abs in and up. Second principle, your box. Keep your box down. So hip bone's down, tailbone down. That part of the box is stabilized down, and your shoulders are down. And then opposition. So with your pelvis down, you're stretching the leg up. You also want to feel the extremity. So you want to pull through that heel and bring that leg into you. Now, as we hold here, really ground the pelvis. Feel your pelvis pull one way and your leg and heel reach the other. More opposing energy are your toes are pulling towards your chest as your heel is reaching up. Belly in and up, box planted down, pull in a little deeper. As you pull in, keep everything grounded. Don't let anything lift. Don't change the shape of that box. So just focusing on belly, box, and the opposing energies that are going on. There's another opposing energy as well. The opposite foot that's planted, push it into the ground and then reach your head away from you. You can also straighten that leg below you, flex the foot, pull it away from you as you feel your opposite leg pulling up and away from that leg. The center being your pelvis that holds stable. So it might be a little confusing because I'm talking about a lot of things, but it's still remaining those 3 principles: my belly, my box, and opposing energies, and just trying to play with those energies. The second exercise that I'm going to do is a little side stretch, okay? But we're going to do it in a little sort of half split here. All right, principle 1, belly in and up. Principle 2 is my box. My box perfectly upright. I want to make sure I'm not tilted either way or I'm sinking back. I really want to keep the shoulders right above those hips with my belly in the center. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch over towards this foot. But I want to think about opposition of energy first. I'm planting my pelvis and I'm lifting up out of the crown of my head. So just by starting, I already have this energy going on. The other one is I'm planting my pelvis, but I'm reaching through that opposite heel and pulling the toes towards my chest. Take your arm up, shoulders down. Now we're going to stretch over towards that foot, but I'm not going to lose the intention of my box. I'm going to keep it square, keeping my shoulders lined with my hips. Stretch over. Now here, opposition of energy, right? Plant your opposite butt bone down as you reach over, and that's going to get a nice long lengthened here. So this butt bone's pulling down as I stretch to the opposite side. Be careful you don't start to roll in where you lose the box. Open it up. Think about the heart almost going to the ceiling. As I plant my pelvis, I'm also reaching out of the crown of my head. My belly is the center by pulling in and up, and then come back up. So again, I just scanned through those 3 principles, going back and forth, back and forth. That creates stretching where you're always present. It's never passive. You're always in the moment, and how you can stay in the moment is by constantly scanning the body and going over these 3 principles. And the third exercise I'm going to do is a quad stretch. So what I want you to do is just grab one foot, and if you need to hold on to a surface, go ahead and hold on to something. So the first thing you want to do is draw your belly in and up. Second thing is the box. If you turn, you've lost your box. If you extend the spine, I'll show you from the side, my box is then out of alignment. So I want to try to get my box so my shoulders are over my hips. Line up your thighs, thigh to thigh. And now opposition of energy is going on, right? Knee down, head up. The center is the pelvis and the abs. That's stabilizing. Push the tailbone to the floor, draw the belly in and up. And that's another opposition of energy. As the tailbone pushes down, the belly pulls in and up. Feel that as well. Your opposite foot is grounding into the earth. It's getting energy from the earth. As you push down into that foot, feel the head lift up. Good. And then release it, and it gives it a nice thigh stretch. The idea of all these principles is allowing you to create strength while stretching. And that's where you're really going to get the benefit from stretching. You never want to just push yourself into an exercise or into a stretch without going through some sort of principles. And these, I find, are really 3 of the best to really keep you present, keep you working, keep you really in your body and getting results fast. So if you like this video, please give it a like. Please comment on something that you really resonated with you. And please let me know if there's anything else that you would like to see. I want to make these videos for you so they're beneficial for you. If you'd like to be part of my community, you can hop over to GretchenMcCarthy.com, where I have all the information about how you can sign up for a regular email from me, where I give you more tidbits and tools and everything that you need to feel better in your everyday living. So thanks so much for watching today, and I will see you again soon. Take care.